We've talked before about the implementation gap. That's the gap between knowing what you want to do and actually doing it. So having a plan and then putting that plan into place. And the implementation gap is a big hurdle. It does come up. We put a plan in place and then we think, okay, built out all this, I've got all these great ideas, and then it's harder than we want it to be to move forward. There's another thing that can be holding us back. Often we take actions that aren't in alignment with what we say we want. So there's the not taking action, and then there's taking actions that aren't in alignment. So whereas one is definitely not going to move you forward, the other one will definitely move you backward. That's where you need to look at how are you making those default decisions. What are your default habits? What are your default beliefs and default action? We tend to want to have things that are familiar to us. So we are living a life, even if it's not our ideal life, we're living a life we know, we recognize, we know what to expect. There are no surprises. That status quo is that sort of, okay, let's not rock the boat. And it is difficult to make change. So if we're here and we want to move to another spot, it can get messy in the middle. And it feels like we're stepping into the unknown. So it can often feel more comfortable to stay where you're at. The other thing, too, is we probably didn't arrive where we are in an instant. Yes, there can be unforeseen circumstances that change our financial circumstances overnight. Yes, there can be. But for many of us, whether we're talking about health or wealth, it can be a cumulative thing where we're making decisions or not making decisions and taking actions or not taking actions that stack up, and then we're in a situation we don't want to be in. And when we're trying to unwind all that to go a different direction, we often don't give ourselves the time, patience, or the grace to take those small incremental steps that are going to move us forward. We don't want to wait for the solution. So some of those actions can feel small. So it's really important to understand, am I not taking action? Am I taking the wrong actions? And then if I start taking the right actions, what can I realistically expect to see? And by when can I see it? So whether you are trying to pay down debt, whether you are trying to save for a holiday, build up emergency savings, start an investment, all of those things, small steps are going to get you moving forward. It's important to realize the tendency is to have some defaults. It makes it easier for us to make decisions, right? Because we don't really have to think about them. But spend some time thinking about where default living is getting you. And if you've realized that you're living a default life, then get a second opinion, get a trusted advisor, get someone who's objective. And then you can start building the bridge to your new future, brick by brick, stone by stone. I'm Maura from Do Money Like It Makes Sense. Have a great day.